And people just like to push him. They like to get in there and say hello to Taz, and Taz shoots him in the face.
So we're live this round.
We are live. C'est parti.
Fnatic playing really safe on City. They're playing 2 City really safe.
Yeah, so
Virtus Pro going for A execute.
seems they are just taking their time though. Bit of chat there, as things are going to get started soon. Where's JW actually? Is he pushing apps? Oh, look at the information he's got for his team. Look at the rotation on the radar. They are all heading back over to the A bomb site. They're going to have 4 people here ready for this push from Virtus Pro. Smokes are out. They're not going to push the smokes just yet. olofm playing around the edges. And JW, he is going for a flank in mid. There is a player there that he may find in connector now. byali is going to take control of the site here for the Terra side. JW pushing connector. No frag found just yet. Going for the knife. Is he going to get it? Almost. The pronax is going to come and save the day there. So 2 versus 2 now. CT's playing for a retake. Both together in the jungle connector area. You can see Taz there and CT. Got a crossfire with his teammate byali. byali they're going to pick out on his own and just shoot JW in the face.
4 kills for byali. Doing a great job in this pistol.
That's a monster round for byali indeed. That's lots of money in the bank already. And let's have a look at what kind of buy comes up. Going to go straight for the AK. Full nades here for byali. Pasha is going to run around with the Tech 9 as he will be looking for an AWP as soon as possible. JW with a scout. We've got 2 5.7s, a Deagle, and a CZ for olofm. Got early aggression here. Krimz going for top mid. I think that's Pasha there that he's going for. Pasha with 25 HP is going to try and hold an angle. Is he trying to pop flash? Oh, he's going to get a flash as well and a frag. So Krimz, all he gets is a Tech 9 out of that. And 1 man apiece. Now we've got 2 players from Virtus Pro. Got presence in mid, and Krimz down is going to give them even more presence. JW gets a tag there, but going to have to defend with just a pistol, and he manages to do it. Of course he does. It's JW. 3 versus 2 now as byali gets revenge for his teammate. pronax picks up the scout. He's going to hold CT. 55 seconds left on the clock though, so there's no pressure to plant just yet here for Virtus Pro. You're going to make use of all those Galil bullets, but Flush is going to get the frag. Bomb does finally go down through a smoke. Nice crossfire there from Virtus Pro as the flank has come in from the CT area. Flush with 13 HP. Going to save his armor. Has a helmet as well, so carrying a lot of money as well as a Deagle. Will try to keep it for the next round.
Well, seems like Virtus Pro like to play middle. I think the whole game is gonna be like mid fight. The one who will win the team who will win the mid fight will win the match.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of control for middle, and also the connector area will be quite important. Obviously, if the T's have control of mid, then it makes it a lot easier for them to attack A, because they can flank the CTs who are trying to defend the site from Palace and from A slope. So that's always important.
So this is gonna be another echo for Fnatic. Flusha with the Deagle.
Okay, so Neo is also running around with just the Tech 9. He does have the money for Galil, but looks like this is a confident buy here from Virtus Pro. Only 3 rifles. You can see that boost coming in, the blind spot boost there. Going to put JW in a sneaky position. If Virtus Pro charged the site, JW could get a few frags. He does have a P250. And they have stacked the B bomb site as well. There is nobody on the A bomb site. We've got 1 player from Fnatic in the connector area who's just going to try and peek over to A, but they're committed to B. flusha is that man who's peeking, and he's going to leave A as well. This 1-man distraction is doing the job. Now we have a slow emergence on the A side from Virtus Pro, who should shortly realize that all the players are onto B. Neo almost ran all the way through B. But again, all he loses is a Tech 9. Pretty much an information play there by the Terra side, and they've chosen the right bomb site. Get the bomb down as well. Okay, so they're going to take out Pasha. So they're taking out 2 pistolers, and there are no rifles for them to pick up. Now there is, after flusha gets that Deagle in. So disadvantage for Virtus Pro, but they still have the rifles here. Krimz is in a position to try and pick up their weapon, but they're running out of time. And he's the only one remaining with a crossfire here for Virtus Pro. And there's no time for him to defuse the bomb. Just going to have to go for that final frag.
Only one weapon left for Virtus Pro.
Yeah.
So Fnatic, great eco by Fnatic.
Good eco by Fnatic indeed, yeah. But also, well done by Virtus Pro, only going in there with 3 rifles, so only 2 lost. Could have been a lot worse for them. Now the AWP comes out for Pasha. No AWP yet for Fnatic, going for 5 M4s. They've got a bunch of nades as well. JW only has the smoke. So Krimz and olofm as well. Don't really have the full nade buy here. I think they'll be confident enough to go for the frags.
So Pasha's gonna try to pick from Palace with an up. This is gonna be interesting.
Okay, so no one's going to peek that corner. Oh, what has happened there? olofm from out of nowhere just takes down Pasha. That is a huge frag. Pasha, such a dangerous player on this map, has been eliminated straight away. Let's see if they can retrieve that orb later on. Trades coming in from mid. Flusha and Neo falling. Krimz getting another trade as well. So advantage Fnatic. 2 men to the good. Make that 3 as Taz, again, in the Palace, as per usual, will be the last one standing. Fnatic, they may get up close because they're going to want that orb. Doesn't see him. And let's see if they pick it up. Indeed, they will. JW goes straight for it. And that is not a good round for Virtus.pro.
Easy round for Fnatic.
Yeah, they did make it look easy. They had pretty much every time one of their players went down, they had at least one trade. We saw 2 trades in mids. And that gave them a 2-man advantage over Virtus.pro. So definitely things going in Fnatic's favour during that round. Free AWP for JW. And again, we have Virtus.pro with 3 rifles and 2 pistols. This time, got a bunch of players heading over towards the B bomb site. Bomb is on the floor outside the entrance to B apps. Again, I think we're going to see Taz in Palace and someone lower A as well. So they're positioned to stop any flanks for the time being. Pasha with a passive position looking up mid just in case. Right, so we'll see how things will progress here. They're going to start to head back over towards the B bomb site. Looking at the nade situation for Virtus.pro, they've got 4 smokes. So I think we may see somewhat of a standard setup here from the Polish players. That said, look at the position, the aggressive position of the CTs here. They are not going to be smoked out of this site. They're going to be ready to defend it here.
So Virtus.pro with an A execute. Krimz is in a good position here.
It's a good position to avoid a bunch of flashbangs as well. You can see flashes coming in, flashing the T players, but that flash doesn't go the way of the CTs. And 2 frags coming in here for Virtus.pro with only 3 rifles. JW going to make it 3 people apiece on both sides, but Pasha just going to charge through the smoke and take him down. Bomb going down now, but there is a Fnatic player towards the CT area. There's a Virtus.pro player who's looking for him. You can see that, so I think pronax going to get taken down. Great snap by Snax, and that is a monster round for Virtus.pro. They came in with 3 rifles, they left with 3 rifles.
That was a nice round by Virtus.pro, but the thing is that the Fnatic CT on A side were not solid enough. Like, the guy on the ladder didn't kill anyone, and Krimz killed 1, but he got revenge, so only 1 kill for 2 guys.
Yeah,
that was not good enough.
Both teams playing pass to parcel with the AWP. Pasha gets it back after being stolen from JW in the previous round. Taz does go down in Palace, but again they challenge him and he's got at least 1 frag. Now it's a 4 versus 2 as Flusha gets taken out in short. This is not going the way of Fnatic at all. We've got 1 player per site at the moment. Aggressive position on A here from olofm because he needs to find out the information. He needs to know where these T's are. He gets taken out by byali now. Now pronax has no idea what's going on. Look at the positioning. Neo is already in CPO. There's nothing pronax can do. He has to save this FAMAS. Let's have a quick look at the money on the CTs and see what is going on there. There is not a lot in the bank.
So it's gonna be equal next round for Fnatic. It's gonna be 5-1 for Virtus.pro, and probably 6-1 as well. They're doing really good for T side right now.
Yeah, this is a map. This is a map where you expect to have a stronger CT side than a T side, right? So
exactly.
This is looking really good for Virtus.pro so far.
Big start by Virtus.pro.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is we haven't even seen Pasha get going yet. He had an AWP, didn't even get to fire a bullet before he got killed.
Everyone is killing at the moment from Virtus.pro.
Yeah, the whole team.
We have byali 8, Snax 7, Taz 4, Neo 3, Pasha 3. So byali and Snax doing really good at the moment.
Yeah, they're all contributing, which is always good. Alright, so
it's gonna be a full echo for Fnatic now.
Yeah, the FAMAS was not saved after all. Pasha going for an opening frag there, gets tagged but only for 10 HP, so look at that double dig there from the USB, that's the joy of it. The recoil is fantastic. olofm gets 2 kills with the James Bond pistol. That is insanity. You know, trying to get some revenge here with the Tech 9. 3 versus 3 now, but it's Fnatic who are holding the AWP with olofm. And again, before joining Fnatic, he was a pretty sick AWPer. He is more than capable of doing it here, but he's got a smoke to contend with. The bomb has been picked up by Taz. No fear from the man. olofm 3 HP, but with a one-man advantage, it may be difficult for them to plant the bomb. And of course, they're going to plant it straight away. Nobody in CT for the CTs. They do have a Molotov, but they won't be able to use it to stop the plant. Okay, so JW just tapping away, trying to pre-fire someone peeking. There is no kit on the CT side, and they've got practically no health. olofm really has to try and save here, but what is his position? He couldn't even get away.
Nice.
He was completely exposed as he tried to go down the A slope, and the AWP gets picked up again. Pass the parcel continues.
olofm with a great double kill with ESP.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
That was really a nice job.
Yeah, the great thing about the USP is you can fire it reasonably fast and get 2 dinks straight on the head to get that frag.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So another bear one without AWP for Fnatic.
Yeah, this is you can see it's a limited buy. They've got a bunch of smoke grenades, but not much else. Lacking a few helmets here and there, a bit of a FAMAS as well. But the FAMAS is going to get the first frag and some information. Look at the frags coming in. 3 frags for the Swedish side. Only 2 players versus Pro in a mere matter of seconds. Neo goes down as well. That's the bomb left in no man's land, the middle of mid.
This is the mid fight. I was talking about these guys.
Yeah, and byali has no options left. He's up against 4 people. The bomb is in a suicidal position. A minute on the clock. Let's see. Now I already know where he is. That nade is going to do a bit of damage, and the inevitable happens.
Important rune by Fnatic here.
Yeah, that was really important for their economy. They survived with 4 players as well, so only 1 person having to buy up. Going to be really important. But they're going to have to spend a bit of money on nades, as they were quite lacking in the previous round. So still money to be spent here by the CT side.
So Pasha's not killing anyone at the moment.
Yeah, he's had an AWP 2 or 3 times, but just has not had the
no opportunities to kill. Yeah.
no opportunities indeed. Okay, so we've got 2 players heading pretty quickly over towards the B bomb site. Going to try and bait out these nades from the CTs, and indeed that's exactly what's going to happen. The bomb is nowhere near the B bomb site, so the Fnatic players spending their resources, but to no avail. So we can see there are 2 smokes left here for the CTs. Pasha still not connecting with that AWP. He's been on fire for Virtus Pro recently. That said, there is still a 4-round lead here on the less favoured side for the Polish team.
Krimz with the great kill on Taz.
Yeah, Taz has been quite a nuisance in Palace, but he has been eliminated for this round. The Dink as well gets finished off with the follow-up by olofm. Fnatic
5-on-3 situation.
finally looking really strong at the moment. The bomb seems to be rotating over towards B now. I think there is a player positioned to potentially hear them, although they have started to walk in the B apps now. Oh, flusha. Not sure if he spotted that play, but pronax is going to finish him off. And this is another bad round for Virtus Pro as they look to be cleaned up by Fnatic. Lots of their players are tagged, but no one is dead, and that's really important for their economy. No choice for byali but to save now versus 5 players. They are quite close to him as well. If he pushes too far away from these apps, he may find olofm in T-spawn.
He needs to kill him before 0.
Yeah, if he dies after the time runs out, and he gets no money bonus to speak of, or he doesn't get one
He will
regardless.
survive, that's good. So it's gonna be equal for Virtus Pro now, finally. Only byali with Neke.
Yeah, the good thing for them is that for the most part their money is quite close together, which means they can buy together properly in the next buy round.
So byali is gonna go B, try to pick 1 kill with the AK.
They try and get timing pick
Let's see
here.
if
Oh, look at the nade. byali has 27 HP. That is brutal. He's the only guy with armor on their team, and now he's as good as the other guys. So there's still a big presence from Virtus Pro in the app. Pasha somehow just charged up short, but
that was a nice try.
yeah, it really was. That could have opened up the bomb site completely, but doesn't get the frag, so there will not be a 2-pronged assault. There's still 1 more player for the T's towards the mid area. They're going to get the frag onto Pronax, and they've got control of the site for a brief few seconds. Can they get a bomb, though? They're really heavily tagged, and Taz is coming in with a massive flank, but he's not going to get there in time to help his teammates.
Yeah,
They are
the timing is too bad.
all dead. And that's going to be that. Fairly standard anti-eco around here for Fnatic. Only one player dying, so they're not going to care too much about that. Look at the money on the team now.
So Virtus.pro gonna buy again. I guess they're gonna go for A execute because that's how they won the run. They just went A execute and they won the run. So let's see how it will go now.
You can see 3 players running towards mid B, but that may just be to take presence in the map. We've seen them previously go these directions and then come back towards the A site later on. Once they've just made sure that they've claimed their stake across various parts of the map. So JW going to be rendered useless for a little while. Pasha finally making himself known, getting a tag onto flusha, taking him out of the round. JW, see, we have to bear something in mind here. The entire time this smoke is down in CPO and he's standing there, he is useless to his team. So they're basically handicaps, trying to fend off these teams. Looking for a gap in the smoke, but there is none. Though finally it's been cleared, but he's rotated to another position. Once again, Virtus.pro, looks like they are indeed heading over towards the B-bomb site. Still a minute on the clock though. Pop flash is coming in off the wall here from Virtus.pro. They're going to charge onto the sites. Pronax with the first kill. Trade coming in from Neo. And that's an empty B site. We've got JW in the shop at the moment. Is he going to look the right way? No, he's not. He's going to get taken out by Neo as well. And suddenly, it's a 4 versus 1 here.
Great run by Virtus.pro. They had the middle control and they just left the middle. They just left one guy middle and they went all B. So Pronax was well alone B. That was the best move to do here.
Okay, so Olaf going to try and save his gun here with a very acute angle, sneaky angle. That may not be checked. Maybe a bit of a blind spot here.
Oh, Pasha.
Oh, now Pasha's turned it on.
Headshot.
Yeah.
Here we go, Pasha.
Pasha just charging.
3 kills in this one. So Pasha for going for an AWP again.
Yeah, he's been so dangerous with the AWP recently. And maybe those kills will give him the confidence to land his shots now. 7-4 in favor of Virtus.pro.
This round is gonna be crucial for Fnatic. They need to win this one. GW missing 1 kill middle. Virtus.pro playing real fast now.
So Krimz has gone down after taking Neo. So trade frag coming in there by Snax. As both teams fight for control of mids. Snax does get tagged from short. Short is smoked off, however. But I wouldn't say anyone's the boss just yet. But this next frag here, Pasha and Pronax meet, could dictate things. Bomb has been planted on A. CT still has control of the CT area of A at the moment. You can see there's one player rotating over there. And the connected jungle area will be key here.
That was the kill to do.
Exactly, and now Virtus.pro have lots of directions to look at, but they're going to get the revenge kills.
Whoa.
Until they all get cleaned out by the final 2 players. AWP saved here for the Fnatic team. Going to let the diffuser go for it. There may not have been time for the rest. He will upgrade his M4 for an AK.
Great job for Fnatic. They had to win this one. Otherwise, the money would be break.
Yeah, even with the win, look how ropey their money is. They don't really have a lot left in the bank after this buy from winning. So if they had lost that round, then they would have been in a very horrible position. So we've got the 4th buy coming out from Virtus.pro here. Once again, we've got 3 rifles, 2 Tech 9s. I have to pay attention to the positions of Snax and Neo, see if they can close the distance and get those one-tap headshots on the CTs. JW going for a quick shot into the apps, going to get out there and go for the repeat because he is JW.
Exactly, JW always peaks.
Look at the presence from the CTs in mid. They've got 3 people holding things down there at the moment. One Virtus.pro player just hanging out around the A bomb site. I do believe that's Taz over there, as per usual. Looks like there will be some shenanigans here from the teams
like
very soon.
It's probably going for B execute, but GW is ready for it.
I think it's going to be the push after all. JW somehow manages to get out there with 20 HP. We're going to see jumping AWP shots. Neo does close the distance, and Fnatic JW gets finished off.
Great kill. B is empty right now. 5-on-3 situation.
Yeah, flusha got shut down there as soon as he peeks. 2 more, but they've got a smoke to contend with as well. Almost a team kill there, but the frags are going Virtus.pro's way once again. And look at the CT economy now. It is all over the place. We've got JW 1400, Krimz 3100, flusha 5600.
They need to eco. They need to eco again. So 8-5 for Ritspro as terrorist. This is huge. This is a really good T side.
Yeah, Virtus Pro absolutely playing like.
And they will probably get another one.
Yeah, they're playing like a monster team at the moment.
Pasha with the first kill.
Now Pasha's turned it on. Only pistols here for Fnatic. Kevlar and HE here for flusha, so a bit of extra money to spend. And he spent it, but the frag's going to Virtus Pro's favour at the moment. flusha doing a bit of damage with that dig onto Taz, left with 38 HP. Molotov going to force the position to be cleared here. And there is still no one down here for Fnatic. flusha with it all to do. Just got one frag. Could get a second indeed. He will onto Taz. Does finish him off with that deagle where he maimed him earlier. See if any more damage can be done as we go into the last round of the first half. Snax will finish off flusha as we go into round 15.
So this is gonna be the last one and the last buy round as well. flusha will probably drop up for GW. Will he? Yeah, here we go. So GW with an up needs to pick a kill somewhere.
Okay, so we've got one CT over towards the B-bomb site at the moment, again, as is sometimes common. Virtus Pro with a strong presence in the apps area. Still somebody in T-spawn for Virtus Pro, actually. Not sure if they're going to be throwing a nade into mid later on, or if they're holding a passive position onto A. Indeed, that is exactly what it is. byali being very passive indeed. Potentially trying to bait Fnatic to try and find out some information, rotate people over to the wrong area, get a free kill. Olof with a sneaky position here. They're expecting Taz in Palace. Taz is just hanging out, and again, he's holding passive angles himself. 1 minute on the clock. Bomb is at bottom mid. You can see that smoke coming in here just to deny CT some information. Gonna peek connector, but...
Krimz with a great kill on the up.
Exactly.
So 5-on-4 situation for Fnatic now.
Need 40 seconds left on the clock. They're going to need to start heading towards the site. I think they've boosted. Have they boosted into CPL?
Yeah,
Indeed, they have. We may see a flank here onto JW.
GW know it. On Neo, great kill Neo. So they're gonna try to split the A right now.
Yeah, things getting nasty here for Fnatic. They've got to look in every which way. For Krimz getting a frag, and Olaf, he knows he has to push an angle to stop all these guns pointing his way. Gonna go successfully for him, and he finishes off Taz afterwards. So a great round from Fnatic.
They were nice round, yeah.
Yeah, they were in a nasty position once that flank came in. JW lost the duel as well, but they instantly knew that they had to push certain areas, and so they didn't just get surrounded by Ts, and they won the duel as well again, and they bring it to 6-9.
Great half by Ritspro. Fnatic needs to win the pistol round. They need it.
They really do. As Virtus Pro are in a very strong position. If they win the pistol and do not get ecoed, they will be on 12. And that is double the score that Fnatic will have. So maybe just a quick pep talk from both teams here, as Virtus Pro ready up. Maybe just having a quick discussion as to what to expect. Also recently, when Virtus Pro have been going double AWP, normally it's been Neo AWPing, but now it seems that Snax
yeah.
is the guy who's picking up the second AWP here for the Polish side. Okay, so Fnatic. Looks like they want to take control of mid. Got a flash and two smokes. Yeah, safety in numbers here, and those are 2 frags. It's actually only Olaf who has a Tech 9 for the terrorist side. Flush shot is going to just snap Neo's head off. So excellent pistol round so far. Olaf jumping into CPL. Taz looking for him. Gets one tapped as he is very low indeed. Only byali remains. He's got a kit, a smoke. See what he tries to do. He could try and potentially save this kit, but insta trade frag coming in by Krimz.
So it was needed. Pistol round really important. Now they need to don't lose the eco. They need to win this eco.
Okay, we've got the umps coming out.
2 umps.
Yeah, 2 umps.
One
MP7.
MP7, 1 Tech 9, 1 P90. So they're not trolling. No, they're playing serious.
Yeah, the expensive gun here is the P90, sorry, which I think is $2,350. MP7 $1,700, not cheap. The Yumps $1,200 with a good kill bonus as well. They're looking for the economy buy here. Olof only with a Tech 9. And again, a strong presence in mid. Using those ranges versus the ecoing CTs. Pasha gets shot down to 3 HP. He's the one with the scout as well. We'll see if he can get any kills.
Fnatic going for the B now. Only 2 guys.
Getting cleaned up quite easily here. Could get 1 kill though. Olofmeister 15 HP, peeking the window. Asking for a death sentence. byali being forced away by the numbers of Fnatic. In fact, he's going to smoke it off, try and bait him to push the smoke, where he will be at an advantage. Oh, but a bit of team damage there.
That was close.
Yeah, Olof holding that sneaky angle on top of those boxes where you walk onto the corner, just pop up a little bit. byali will get a frag. I don't think he's going to go straight for the gun.
Pasha's still alive in T-spawn. I just forget him.
Yeah, he's just hiding for dear
Trying
life.
to save the scout.
But
That's really important.
look at the T's heading towards him. He might not be able to save it after all. Seems like he will. So, see if he can do any damage with the
So
scouts.
this is gonna be another recall for Pro. Only Pasha with scout.
Yeah, they can't really buy anything either because they're all pretty much around $2,000.
Exactly. They need to have money for the first buy round.
Yeah, as CTs, they don't want to go below that. Pasha saved his armor, including helmet from the previous round as well, so he's carrying quite a bit of money as far as ecos are concerned.
Fnatic going A. There's four Pro in A. But still without weapons.
Yeah, they're just going to charge them down with superior firepower. Krimz and JW could get killed here by Pasha if he finds the right people. Let's have a look.
Pasha trying to hit the character.
Now there's 3 people he could get a frag onto. The flank is coming in. Is he going to find it in time?
He didn't shoot. So a lot of money here for Fnatic. With the EMP and stuff like this.
Yeah.
They have a lot of money now.
Let's see if
they are
flusha
ready
keeps
for the
P90.
comeback. So this is gonna be a real important round for Pro. They all have $0.000.
Olofmeister is sticking with the scouts in the full buy run, which he picked up from Pasha, while JW is running around with an AWP. This is interesting. He's flusha from that range as well. That's got to be annoying. If you got shot, Scream, by a P90 from that distance, how would you feel?
Well, yeah, this is frustrating.
Yeah, I think you'd be
I
like,
agree.
c'est quoi ça?
Well, any distance. When I get killed by a P90, this is frustrating.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
But the P90 is really powerful, so...
It's really interesting.
So this is gonna be a 2-on-2 situation. Fnatic going to A. byali sitting seed spawn alone.
Okay, so they're going to split up. One going Palace, bomb going to A slope.
40 seconds remaining. byali needs to kill one.
Look how far away Snax is. That is longest rotation EU.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what byali can do here. Again, it's going to be very hard for them to plant the bomb unless they plant it for short. It's not going to be safe. Flusha, though,
kill here.
does get the frag with next to no damage taken. Snax, 1 versus 2. Entirely capable of doing this, but it's not going to be easy.
Snax is the clutch master from Pro.
He's already in a crossfire position.
This is gonna be really difficult.
He's got no kit either.
Quite impossible.
He pretty much can't win.
Yeah.
Horrible situation there for Virtus.
Great run for Fnatic. So Pro is gonna be eco now with some P250s. No, they didn't buy anything. So
Oh, late buy coming out. Deagles. as well.
GW playing with EMP again.
Do you buy Deagle on an eco?
Well, if you do have money, if you do feel confident with Deagle, why not?
byali, in fact, getting the first frag.
GW
Jumping
with the
UMP. Flying UMP. You don't see that every day. The thump.
Getting money from it as well.
So
A lot of money.
Neo and Pasha remaining. Pasha in the CT position gets naded as well. That pre-nade think somebody might be here. Here's a nade. Boom. 77 HP remaining. olofm in a strong position to quickly take out a player, should he be
Neo
there.
going
But
from apartment.
exactly, he's going into Palace. So olofm will probably be unawares. Maybe a free frag will come in later on. Pasha charging onto the site, trying to do as much damage as possible. Neo going for an exit frag, but it will be that bullet exiting the back of his head instead.
A lot of money for FaceIT here. This is gonna be
Ooh.
another important game.
We have the
Important
double
one,
orbs.
yeah.
We have the double orbs
Double ups, here we go.
coming out for Virtus.pro.
And no ups for Fnatic, so they need to smoke. They need to smoke middle.
I just realised we did not announce the winner of the wheel, but we'll have to do that afterwards. Anyway, we've got 3 Ts heading over towards the B site at the moment. The bomb has been left in a similar position to what we saw in the previous half from Virtus.pro. So it seems, guys, if you're wondering where to leave the bomb, this might be a good place.
So Fnatic controlling the mid right now. They're boosting actually. They're boosting GW in the window.
And nobody's there to stop it at all. Taz, he knows the importance more than most of Connector. And Virtus.pro are a team which often just leave CPL entirely, but not often will you be up against best team in the world who will just boost into your CPL without a care in the world. Okay, so one CT loitering around the CT area. And look at that.
That's a nice Molotov here by flusha.
Fnatic are throwing mollies into CPL to suggest that they have no teammates there.
Exactly.
So
that
the
was a
CTs don't
huge
check
move.
as they start to push the A bomb site. That is genius. That is genius.
Really smart move. So GW will probably kill one.
Yeah,
Let's
it's like,
see.
hey guys, this is safe.
But
Look
Snax,
at-
look at
yeah.
Snax.
They're non-believers. They are non-believers.
Snax.
Scream. Snax gets the kill as well.
And the double hour position is working.
That was a really nice idea from Fnatic, but Virtus.pro just too smart.
They knew it, actually.
Yeah,
They were ready for it.
yeah. It's like an episode of Death Note. I'm going to throw this here, despite my teammates being
And-
here. I think, but they may be throwing this here because their teammates there.
And Pasha with the grids, 2 kills in A as well. So, easy, easy.
Yeah, close
Okay,
match
let's
so
see.
far. 11-10, only 1 round between these 2 players. And again, nobody in CPL here for Virtus.pro. Taz in Connector though, but they're going to have to watch out for it a bit more. Although, you have to wonder if they laid the bait for Fnatic to boost into CPL, because Snax was outside the window for a reasonable amount of time. He was there for a good 30 seconds. So I do think that Fnatic may have walked into a trap in that round. So bomb is at the bottom of mid. Taz has the angle again. He's going to get sight of the bomb on the radar as well.
Fnatic taking from mid without any smokes, that's really good.
Yeah, no expense made. And they get the frag, which means Connector's down. That's going to stretch the CTs. Going to make things a lot harder for them.
And
Pasha
they're gonna
gets
boost
naded.
again. Look at this boost. GW is gonna wait for the guy CPL.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Snax falls as
Krimz
well.
with a great kill.
It's going to
Shot.
force even more rotations from the CTs. Got a smoke for the CT area of A. Possibly coming out a bit later on. Bit of indecision there. And look, there's still a bit of baiting around short, just to slow the rotation from the final B player.
They're just gonna split the A from connector. And Pasha. Take
Indeed,
down.
that's exactly what they will do. JW looking for flank these CTs, and that's exactly what he's going to do onto byali. Neo, the last one standing, is going to take down JW, but that's all the information the T's need to put themselves into post-plant positions here. Makes things very difficult for the final CT player indeed. Neo still trying to get some damage in if he can, but he's finally given up. Going to try and save his weapon for the next round, and Fnatic will head to a 2-round lead, 12-10.
So Neo gonna try to save his weapon, but he couldn't do it. So the mistake here was like Taz died without any revenge kill in the connector. So that was really, really bad for FaceIT. And Krimz killed flusha, who was it? Short, Neo killed short.
Okay, so the money for Virtus.pro is très difficile. In a very terrible
Très
French
difficile.
accent. Yeah. Alright, so That
So
JW
this
is throwing a
fully
smoke
go.
here. Oh, look at the massacre. JW is throwing that smoke, if you're wondering. That bounces into connector.
Well, he
Normally.
actually failed.
I think he messed it up, yeah.
He failed.
But it's supposed to bounce into connector and land on the A side, so the T's basically get connector for free. We see Get Right doing that for NIP as well.
So
Quite often on these teams, you've got like one player who knows most of the smokes, and then the other players have individual smoke rolls in certain situations in certain maps. But there'll be like one guy.
So look at this. Fnatic winning 7-1 in terrorist side. This is amazing.
Oh yeah.
They're doing really good at the moment.
Yeah, we thought the start was good for Virtus Pro, but Fnatic
It
showing
was.
their prowess as well. It's like since Soren said that, like a lot of teams are not great on the T side. They're all just getting angry and winning loads of T rounds now. Made him furious. So Super Mario Brothers here on the B bomb site, but there will be no whack-a-mole on this occasion
So
from
Fnatic
JW.
with the A execute.
That is the highest camera angle I've ever seen. It was literally on the ceiling. Okay, so we've got the counter nades coming in as well, shutting down the entrance to A from the A ramp.
Taz and byali ready to kill.
Taz never far from Palace on either side of this map. And
Oh,
oh,
nice-
look at the
nice
protection
cover.
there. Brilliant positioning
Oh,
there from Virtus Pro. Nobody dead for their team. Only JW alive. JW is now dead.
Triple kill by Pasha, by the way.
Triple kill by
He was
Pasha.
CT spawn.
What a
And
beast.
he protected Taz. byali also protected Taz. Taz
Yeah.
was full blind. He didn't see anything. He just get protect.
Yeah. So this is great from Virtus Pro. Again, they laid a bear trap. This time the bear was
So
Taz.
this is gonna be double up for Witsper again. Neo and Pasha with up.
Ah, so Neo's picked up now. He's put Snax on a rifle. So things changing again. Oh, and this
GW
time
huge kill.
the
here.
Super Mario Brothers does not work.
No one B, only one short.
Yeah.
They need to go now.
He could have some kind of angle. But who is it on short? With the aggression as well. Trying to stop the two-pronged assault. Trying to cover his teammates back while he holds an angle.
Still no one B, only one B on short.
Yeah, but he's got an angle, so he can see JW if he tries to push. And the smokers come out from the CTs as well to make things a little bit more difficult. But the push is coming in onto the B bomb site from the Ts. And let's see if the player on short can do anything about it. He's going to get smoked off while Krimz plants the bomb. That normal plant position.
4-on-3 situation here.
Yeah, so you can see it was Neo who had the angle with an AWP. And
Neo,
there's...
great kill Neo.
Yeah.
He was full blind.
Alright, so 3 versus 3.
3-on-3 situation, but still really advantageous for terrorists here. Olofmeister backstabbing
Ooh,
Neo from behind. And he killed.
just before he disappears into the smoke. 2 versus 2. Pasha is the last one. Oh, he has got a kit, but 13 HP.
13 HP here.
Yeah, he's
So
got to
that's
run
why
for
it's
it.
safe.
Can he even get away in time?
I think he can. But Olofmeister already connected already for him.
Ooh, he saw the player there.
Wow.
Fortunately, he went a
Timing.
different way.
So it's gonna be 14-11.
Okay, so Fnatic 2 rounds away from victory here.
And
We've
look
got-
at the money.
Yeah, look at the cash. Actually,
Virtus.pro have to win this one.
yeah, this is not going to be easy for them. So the force by coming out, byali with the FAMAS. Look at the lack of nades on the CT side as well. They cannot slow these Ts down for very long.
Pasha needs to pick with the up right now. This is his run.
Okay, let's see if JW manages to smoke connector on this occasion. I can hear it landing behind Pasha, I believe. Okay, so Neo on short once again. Mid is in control of the Ts at both ends. Bomb is in a standard position.
And here we
And-
go, the boost of GW for the CPL.
Yeah, and this time with an AWP. Which I think he had an AWP last time as well. So let's see if a peek is going to come in here from Virtus Pro.
But Pasha looking palace with up. Gonna try to pick connection.
49 seconds left on the clock. Bomb being...
And here we go, here we go.
Okay. Can he snap the angle? Ooh, Pasha knows better than to peek an
That
area
was
which
really
has been
close,
left
though.
abandoned for quite a while. But will his curiosity...
30 seconds left.
Oh,
Here we go.
okay.
5-on-4 situation.
Right,
They're
look at the instant rotation from the Ts. The bomb is sprinting back over towards the
20
B, the A bomb site.
25
Two
seconds
people
here.
in connector for Fnatic as well. finally got the kill. Look, Taz, again, this is what we saw from olofm for Fnatic when they were on the CT side. He's pushing the position to... Oh, no!
God, what happened?
The Lannisters send their regards. The bomb is going to go
What
down as well with
happened?
9 seconds on the clock. One-man advantage here for the T's. Taz put himself in a position to try and do something later on, but it didn't go his way. Got stabbed in the back, quite literally. Snax, last one standing, 47 HP. What are his options here? He does have a kit. He is heading over towards the site. He's trying to find the other player. And indeed, he will get the frag, but is he going to be able to get this defused? There's like no way he can do this, surely.
Oh my...
Oh, I think he might have time to do it. He's got time. He's actually won the
my
round.
God,
What a
this
massive
one.
clutch by Snax. He keeps his team in the game, despite Taz being knifed as well. Taz pushed a slope to because that's a very dangerous position for him to stop plants coming in. Got at least one frag, but then
He just came and with knifed him like a chicken.
He got done by Excalibur.
Like nothing. From behind.
He got Excalibur in the liver.
This is insane. So huge clutch by Snax, by the way.
Yeah.
1-2 situation in a really difficult position.
That's a round he should have never won.
Snax is the clutch master.
Let's see if Fnatic will regret it a few minutes from now. Okay, so now you can see the bomb has been left in T-spawn, which is also... This is interesting, actually, because when you play on pugs and so on, you leave the bomb in T-spawn. People are like, the bomb's in spawn! But, you know, that happens a lot in other maps as well, where it's actually a reasonable moan, but on this one, you can leave it there sometimes. Oh, the wall bangs! He gets the frag as well! That is a colossal loss here for Neo. Taz are going to even things up with a kill onto the A-bomb site, but let's have a look.
4-on-4 situation.
Let's see if these CTs rotate. We've got 3 Ts entering the B-bomb site now. I think that's alarm bells. The rotation is coming in from the remaining Virtus Pro players. Another frag here for Pasha, sorry, for Snax and Pasha. Got to hold down the site.
Snax doing really
They're making it look easy at the moment. 4 versus 1, but Krimz still has the bomb, which means that they may have to worry. Never mind that, they're going to get the frag as well.
Pasha, the killer.
They closed the gap to 1 round, and look at
the money, yeah.
Fnatic are hurting right now.
Fnatic need to echo this one, because if they lose this one, and Virtus Pro win this one, they're gonna be equal for the next one.
Yeah, that's
and Virtus Pro will get 15, so they need to equal for this one.
They must. I'm still thinking about that knife from out of nowhere. Did not see that coming on the radar. Okay, so only 1 player on the B bomb site. We've got a player on shorts.
Oh.
That is a good nade, actually. These Tech 9s as well. The B push is a no-brainer here. If they can get out of apps, they could entirely win the round with Tech 9s. They've got
Snax
4
is alone,
Tech
actually.
9s.
Snax is alone, actually.
Oh, let's see. There is someone on short though, so they've got a crossfire now as he's in position. That's going to be Neo trying to tap the plays down. First kill is going the way of Virtus Pro, but again, they need to keep the range. They need to keep away from these Tech 9s.
GW without gun, just like jumping with a knife, trying to get them. So Snax, 4 kills for Snax, doing a great job like the last few rounds.
That's a round that Fnatic could have potentially won with Tech 9s, and they didn't get a single kill, which is really important for Virtus Pro. Finally, we get Max Buy coming out from VP.
So 14-14 now, olofm with the now. Let's see if he can get the kill.
What an insane comeback. Fnatic are going to have nightmares about that 1v2 if they lose this map.
It's all about the clutch, yeah. It's all about the stacked clutch.
Right,
They had to win this one.
Got the passive position at top mid from the T's. Got 2 players there. Again, just like Virtus Pro did on their T side. Fnatic trying to secure map at the moment.
Oh,
what is
Pasha
Pasha doing? Maybe a bit too much confidence there. Just running out past the A ramp, gets completely shut down there by olofm.
Let's see how Fnatic will manage to win the round now. 5-on-4 situation.
I wonder if that pop flash even works. Seems to get stuck on the windowsill there, but
Yeah, it was a bad flash.
yeah, you won't see anybody. JW holding an angle.
Fnatic so patient. That's how you play in Terrorist.
They really are. They're holding an angle on the truck there, so if Neo jumps, he's going to see all the information. But if he jumps on the barrel...
Great position by Virtus Pro here. Snax ready for... He needs to kill them at least. He's gonna... Oh my god, this is insane.
That is
the crossfire.
Complete execution.
You shall not pass. So this is gonna be 15-14. And Fnatic I think they have no money right now. Look at the money.
Ooh, we're talking Galil buy.
They're gonna go for Galil and take 9s.
This is not an ideal situation for Fnatic. Virtus Pro,
All of my stuff are gonna be like AK.
double
probably.
AWPs as well. Virtus Pro are in a very strong position to just shut that round. Only 2 rifles on
Looks-
this team.
All of my stuff didn't buy, yeah.
Oh, okay,
He
there's
bought-
the
he
third
bought-
one
he bought.
finally.
He bought AK.
They've only got 1 gun where they can 1-tap. Virtus Pro. Because those Galils are going to have to...
Look at
oh,
that
the
nade!
nades! That is just a horrible
Almost
start
100 health.
to what could be the final round here for Fnatic.
Looks-
Things could barely be worse right now, but again, no one's dead for either team just yet. But again, 2 AWPs to contend with. There's a tag on one of them. The Molotov as well. Is it going to finish him off?
Looks like this we're gonna take the map here.
He's got no health to push this. Only 2 people remain here. Flusha
Oh,
and
he killed
Pronax.
himself! He killed himself in the Molotov!
Wow.
That was
He just wants
hilarious.
kills. 2 bloodthirsty.
So Pronax in one on 4 situation here, and